Hey,
Hey, welcome to The Shores.
I'm Matt McCloskey.
I'm Michael Vaclav.
This is...
The Shores of Ignorance.
That was kind of weird.
That was weird.
Thanks for being here. We hope you like this podcast. We are a weekly podcast where Michael and I sit down at a table and what would you say we do? Try to have a conversation that enters a flow state.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about philosophy. We'll talk about religion. We'll talk about politics. We'll talk about anything that is interesting on our minds at the time.
Yeah, a lot of it's for us is this is a time for us to explore the thoughts and ideas that we're working through and dealing with and struggling with, really. So that's kind of why we've called it the Shores of Ignorance, is that...
And tell them the quote.
Okay, yeah, so the quote is, "As my island of knowledge expands, so do the shores of my ignorance." And there's this idea that, you know, as we grow through life and we learn things, there's this island that we kind of build of the knowledge of the things that we learn. And then there's this whole sea that's around us, the chaos, and that's kind of the unknown. So you can kind of see it as sort of like order and chaos. The island represents order and the sea represents chaos. And the shores is this place that Matt and I have kind of found ourselves over the years, where we kind of talk about and discuss what we know and what we understand, and then also encountering what we don't understand and the things that are confusing and unknown. And this is kind of where we deal with that and work through those ideas and thoughts.
Yeah, it's a beautiful metaphor because the sea is chaotic, but it's also dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You need that island of security as a home base to retreat to or to rest in, but you can't spend all of your time there because you won't grow.
Yeah.
And so we go out and we stand on the shores. We think about things that we don't understand. We learn new things. We talk about them together. And that's another really important point, I think, is that conversation is how you assimilate things into your body, into your knowledge. So that's what we're trying to do here.
Yeah. It's super important for people, for all of us to do that. I think that's something that, you know, we want to model just in our inabilities to do that, you know, just with you guys. And we'd love for you guys to kind of enter into that conversation with us too.
Yeah, we're not trying to be
perfect.
Experts. We're not experts. You can probably tell by the quality of this discourse. We're going to stumble through some things,
Totally.
But thanks for being with us. Thanks for finding us. Hope you enjoy this podcast. Give us a follow here on Spotify if you dig.
Yeah.
And one thing that we always like to say at the beginning and end of every episode is...
To the shores.
To the shores.
Awesome.